Absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They don't let nothing go.
No.
They say, you know, it's okayed and everything. So
that's why I say we got to be totally 101. And if we really talking about changing, you got to be 1 million with yourself first. You know what I'm saying? We know they ain't never gave us nothing that was gonna make us or help us prosper.
Right.
Let's be honest. You know, so you know, we already know what Obama is about. You know, so he's a politician.
Right.
You know, and you know,
he had what, 8 years?
8 years.
8 years.
Didn't do. I mean, check this out, y'all. 8 years didn't do anything. That don't look very good for us.
No, it don't.
Where we gonna get what kind of help? No, he's the president of the United States.
But then even being the president of the United States, there's only so much you can do.
Veto. At least we see him trying.
That's what I'm saying.
That's it.
I would rather see them impeach you over doing something for your people who have never gotten anything. Let's be real.
What he's trying to do now, I didn't want you to wait to the end when they can't do nothing to you to say it, to start talking out and speaking out. I wanted you to do that in the beginning.
Well, see, that, like you said again, atonement. Speaking is one thing.
No, I'm saying to put things in, because now he want to tell you how you wrong for this, or how y'all everybody's y'all against me, y'all won't let me do this. You should have, if you want to expose now because you're done.
But think about it, that's a way to get us to stay behind him and with him again.
He did a great job for his constituents.
Absolutely.
I mean, like he did what he was supposed to absolutely do. Every president.
Yes, he did.
You can be purple, you can be whatever, you can be Hillary. It's gonna be the same steeds.
But let's be honest, they've used our people of color like us to bring us down a lot of times. So let's just, you know, like I said, I'm gonna be real with it.
Yeah.
You know, it's always been like that. So I looked at Obama the same way. You just somebody that's gonna stand on top of us just like everybody else and get your just due. It's just what it is, and you're gonna get out of there and get paid for the rest of your life.
But isn't that what a president is supposed to do, and that's all he's supposed to do?
He's supposed to be a puppet.
What is your vote for? You know what I mean?
That's my point. That's my point, right? Exactly. What is a vote for when you get in office? You're going to do what your title, what you're intended to do as a president.
Now, if you're a lobbyist, then you can affect change.
Oh yeah, the lobbyists have all the power. But I just look at it, and when they get on, and it shows you that they let them get in there, but they still to his face let them know you still ain't nothing to us. Because when you get on that, I've never seen them do this to a president. You get on national TV and they tell you everything you try to pass, which he did, we're going to knock down. And he did. He tried to pass several things, and what did they do? They knocked it down and knocked it down and knocked it down and knocked it down.
What were those several things, though? And that's the thing. What were they? Because there was nothing about funding the black people at all.
A lot of people look at the things that he is either, I guess, supposed to change. Let's just say for us as black people in general, a lot of us look at, okay, well, what changes or what for progress did you create for us? Instead of just for America in general, but when it comes to us, what did you change or what did you do that's going to help us?
Yeah, and it's not about handouts. It's not about because we're obviously survivors.
Right.
He lost me when he didn't speak out for Chicago. When Chicago started,
well, how much did he speak up? Think about that. How much did he speak up? But when you get a situation that ain't have nothing to do with black people, he speaks up about it. Oh, come on to the White House and stuff like that. So that's why I say if we take and look at the thing and look at it for real without the fluff and look at it, you can see clearly that he's not for the people that he looked like.
Okay, so Farrakhan was interviewed after the march. No, I take that back, beforehand. And in the interview, they asked him would he consider having Obama to come and speak.
Yeah, I heard.
His biggest thing was he would allow him to speak, but don't bring the political, the political lies and the political bullshit to the table. Because if I have to come behind you, I'm going to rip you apart.
Right.
But at the same time, in Farrakhan saying that, of course, people going to disagree and say, well, you ain't doing nothing but talking anyway. So where are the actions that will come behind you saying, well, if the president gets up and gets to talking and he ain't doing nothing but spitting political jibber jabber, and you come behind him and say, well, no, that ain't what that is. This is what it is. This is what it's supposed to be. This is what needs to happen. Then what's going to happen after that?
Especially considering that black people are hanging on to Obama being the first, quote unquote, first president.
Right.
Really that, but being the first president. So black folks are still on hope with him.
Right.
So with Farrakhan coming behind him, doing him like that, you're gonna cause black people.
It's a lot of friction.
Islam, Nation of Islam, all that kind of stuff. You gonna cause a
what they were gonna do? That was gonna be all the white people.
Probably gone anyway with that.
So that's why Farrakhan should not deal with Barack Obama. I'm just being real because he's a politician. Once you're a politician, you always.
But then wouldn't you say that Farrakhan himself is somewhat of a politician as well?
Absolutely.
And is his ulterior, well, not ulterior motive, but his general motive in being a politician is to have the people listen and take in what he's saying and believe in what he's saying.
But where is the action? See, that's the only part. We got a whole lot of people that speak real good. We got a lot of black folks speak good. You know what I'm saying? When we get stuff, we speak real good about it, but we have no action. No action plan for the whole. It may be an action plan for me.
Right.
I might have an action plan for myself.
As an individual.
And I'm gonna give it to myself, but we don't have anything about building infrastructure for our own inner stuff, like our own chocolateness.
Because now a lot of his words. Now, if you notice when Farrakhan first stepped on the pitch, first stepped into the picture, and a lot of his words were geared towards the Islamic community, Black Islam, etc., etc. You know, now in today's time, it's more of Black, white, Mexican, etc., etc. And not only does he teach the Quran, he teaches the Bible as well.
And he's in Mount Hubbard Scientology.
Yeah.
Right. So you know, it's I wouldn't say coincidence, but you know, he's trying to reach more. He has a more wide span when he's trying to reach when it comes to more people to see him as who he intends to be.
I think
universal.
Yeah, universal. There you go.
I think he's falling and he's desperate. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I think he's falling because people are black folks don't even have faith in themselves. You know what I'm saying? In our own people. So him standing up there not showing any action, you know, thus far. You talked a whole lot about these white folks and what they not doing and what they did to us. But we never seen nothing from you. People have lost the burn for your leadership.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think probably a lot of that has to do with the fact that Islam is very self-contained. You know what I mean? So the help that might be coming will be within that organization. But you're speaking to a wider audience, so you're gonna have to include a more world picture of what you kind of do, because like I'm sure that they took money, you know what I mean, like donations.
Of course,
like that. So,
of course.
You know, how does that help the whole picture? You know what I mean? Like and that's the questions I have.
That's what I'm saying. When you're looking at the Nation of Islam, I'm like, show me where you've built massive communities with banks and grocery stores and boom, boom.
And see, we don't have that.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm asking Farrakhan. If you are who you supposed to be, we would have been seeing that tree growing a long time ago.
We would have seen that tree to start growing right after 95.
And then you would have had other black leaders falling in line. Right. Money would have been allocated in the right places.
It don't seem simple.
It's really
simple.
It does.
It
really does.
$1 trillion that's going to flow through our hands in this fiscal year with financially. $1.1 trillion. And we haven't built the infrastructure. And we up here talking about our names ghetto because these people jobs. Really?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, Farrakhan, I can't believe in you. I can't believe in. I hear you. You sound good. You sound great. And what you're saying is
and then you know I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for.
What have you done to do something to make it different?
I'm still waiting for the churches to step in. You know, I'm still stuck on that.
Did you laugh?
She did, didn't she?
Really?
She did. I'm still waiting for the specific church. I'm waiting for churches like seriously, you know, because there are ones. Yes, seriously. There are ones. There are churches. There are churches that do not get involved in the community like they should. There are some that do, but then there are some that if you're on top of the word and you're doing this and you're doing that, there are those churches that you really.
Could you go down the street and you get the garden? You can go and use them for the bank.
those are right. Those are right there that a lot of us may not know about. The trending, mainstream, the ones that you hear about all the time, the mega churches.
Let's call let's call that something real quick. Let's call that TD Jakes real quick. Let me say something.
Yes.
What has he done?
No. I'm not even bashing.
I'm not saying.
Well, hold on. Wait. We're gonna take a couple songs, and when we come back, we're gonna dig in.
See, that's that. See,
I'm trying to space this thing out. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about churches and community. You know what I'm saying? The ones that's doing, the ones that's not, and how it has to deal with the forward progress. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Young Mal.
There you go. And then we're gonna keep on going with Easy AD because he's in the building. I think he enjoying this conversation. You know what I'm saying? TrillionWatts will be right back.
Let me put some fat on the brain. Okay, we got these churches. Now let's take these cell phones. You got Potter's House.
Right.
You got Christian West.
Right.
You got Arbach.